Going on, everyone? Welcome back to another update. We're going to be going through our Friday night games, and this Titans and Rabbitohs one was a great one to watch with obviously so many points, but really helped if you had a bunch of fantasy plays in this one, as a lot of them got either tries or assists, or were able to get a lot of tackle breaks or something like that. So to start off with, we got big FIFITA, and he's just been incredible again. 3 tries again. I think what does that give him? 9 tries for the season already. This young season, it's been crazy. If you don't own him at the moment, I think there's still only 26% or no 36%. 36% have him in their side, which is not everyone obviously. So he's averaging 79 now, which is crazy. He's going to be up over 900k this week, and is definitely a must-have. Obviously, getting closer to the bye rounds or the Origin rounds now, but he's still someone that you should be targeting each and every week if you can get him. Corey Thompson, he's great to watch, isn't he? I love how much work he does. He's got a nice little step. As I made 11 tackle breaks, 260 meters. So, mini totter we'll give him, but averaging 54 for the season. Amazing pickup at the start of the year if you had him. But well done to him. Cam Murray, just another reason why you shouldn't have traded him out. Comes out with a 91 and a 67 in his last 2 games for a season average of 58, which is just incredible for a dual position player, middle and edge at 700k. If you're selling him at 670, 680, 690, you're really doing yourself a disservice there. So just a little lesson there for those types of people that have done that. But there you go. Colin Matangi, whoever held him was rewarded with a 67. So well done to that. 2 tries, 2 line breaks. Just did really well across the park. And can you expect scores like that every week? I wouldn't think so, but at least 40 to 50 would be ideal for him. And for those people that kept the faith with Peach or decided to bring him in this week or last week, for example, then a 33 and a 66 you're not too worried about with 64 minutes there. So got to try saver and a line break as well, and just did only had 4 demerits, which was great for him. So definitely a strong keeper in the centers, and also you can play him in the mids if you need to. All right, here we are, Fogs. Much better week this week. Obviously picked up the long range try. Passed it to him at the end. Old Brimson. Was it Brimson? I don't know. Doesn't matter. But 65 at 570k, that you're going to expect scores like this. What we're looking for with him is a little bit of consistency, though. He's getting 60 at the moment and then 30 odd. So if we get him closer to that mark of sort of a 50 average, I think you'd be pretty happy with him. At a 570k clip when he's going to be playing in that first bye round. So I think he's a cool option for people. I'd still be probably targeting Moses first, but Fogs is there as well. Obviously, I've got him in my team, so happy with that there this week. Damian Cook was 62. Just keep holding him. I don't know why people are worried about him. Just keep holding. Fodawaker, 55. Brimson, 52. So fairly strong game for Brimo. Got a lot of his points in the first half, obviously, when Titans were killing it. So 200 meters there, line break, a try assist, 5 tackle breaks, just no real demerits. So a strong game for him at 485k is super cheap and someone you can probably target. McIntyre with 52. That was a blast from the past. That one isn't even played all year. So well done to him in his big minute game, but I wouldn't be looking to select him at that weird price. Johnston with 49, Marshall with 47. God, it was good to watch that flick pass, but it gave me some terrible memories of 05. But for those that are Tigers fans or Cowboys fans, you'll understand. Reynolds there with 44. Again, just not in that top echelon of halves. Campbell Graham with 43. You're happy with? He's sitting at 492k with a 37 average for the season. So you're happy with what he's giving out at the moment. Gags kind of moves between wing, centre, fullback. Johnston was on the wing a fair bit in attack. So managed to still score okay. Did get 5 missed tackles, which was interesting. Obviously defending a bit in the centres, so that hurt him a little bit. But his try helped him get to 40. So you're not worried about that if you owned him. Hopefully, it won't be there for too long. What else we got? Brian Kelly, for anyone who's brought him in, he's got 38. Arrow got 38 as well. So with Kelly, I still think he's going to be a great option in the centre position for you. He's not going to be playing Origin, so you'd expect him to be playing nicely for you in round 13, and could be a keeper in the centres at a cut price. So keep him in mind if you're looking at him there. Ash Taylor's fairly low as per normal. Can't believe I fell to that trap last year. That's about it, guys. That first game, nothing too crazy. If you're liking this, please like and subscribe. Appreciate all the support. We'll move on to the Eels and the Broncos, and this one was a bit of a strange one. Some really big scores from a bunch of players and then some really low ones. So SIVO obviously picked up 3 tries, 5 line breaks and 10 tackle breaks. So incredible game for him, and he's susceptible to these types of games across the year on a semi-regular basis. But well done to him. Bryce Cartwright, what a blast from the past this was. 87 in his 54 minutes. Just did a bit of everything. I think there was a bit of the boys were struggling with a heat stroke up there in Darwin, so for him to come on and get extra minutes, and he actually played pretty well, to turn the clock back a little bit. Just did everything, had no demerit. So well done to him to get 87 in 54 minutes. He's a skilled player, that's for sure. Definitely not someone I'd be picking up because he could get 10 minutes next week. But yeah, Pangai 81 in his time out on the field there for his 80 minutes. So well done to him. 2 try savers, 1 try, 34 tackles, 4 offloads, 5 tackle breaks. Only 67 meters to get 5 tackle breaks and 4 offloads is pretty crazy. But he's just going to be up and down like this all year, I think. He'd be a scary one to own. I know a couple of my mates actually traded him out a few weeks ago after his couple of low scores off the bench. So unfortunate for them, but yeah, that's kind of what's going to happen with him. We might get us a couple of 30s next few weeks, and then people trade him out again, and you miss out on his 80s and stuff. So if you've got him, I think he just holds steady for the whole time. He's averaging 57 over the year, so not much to do. Payne Haas, 65 average for the year with a 74 last night in 57 minutes. He's just a freak, man. How good is he? So good to watch. So good to own as a fantasy player. So he'll be very close to that 878 still next week. So again, decent option over the next week, I'd say. But then Origin will come around fairly soon. So keep an eye out on that. Tommy Opacek, how good is that? Try, a couple of line breaks, try assists, 6 tackle breaks, 17 tackles, 114 meters, just doing everything. I still don't think he's a keeper in the centers, but I'm definitely holding him, for the next, let's say probably 10, close to 10 weeks, I'd imagine for sure. Amazing score, really going to help out my team, and I imagine help a lot of you guys out there that own him as well. So yeah, Papali'i with 62, only 52 minutes, still got another try. That's 5 games in a row he scored a try, I think. Incredible player at the moment and running great lines on the edge there. And they're setting him up nicely too. So again, with he's been playing 80 minutes the last bunch of weeks, and they decided to give him a rest in the heat after they were doing pretty well. And fair enough. Annoying if you own him and wanted the 80 minutes for a massive score, but you're still happy with his 62 output in a 52-minute stint. Gutherson keeps providing the goods, keeps scoring tries, keeps getting try assists. 54 average for the season, 57 last night. Well done to him, and same with Reid Mane. Did pick up 2 try assists and still only got 56, so you probably would have expected a bit more, but it's cool that some weeks he can get 50 to 60 tackles and score most of his 50 to 60 points in that, and then some games he'll get the attacking stats and have all that the defensive work as well and get an 80 or 90, and then some games where he has a few demerits he can still get a 50 odd. So you're really happy if you own him, and I'd be targeting him definitely up towards this round 13. Similar to Brown and Moses, 52 and 51 apiece, both averaging mid-50s, could be close to 55, 60-point scorers. So guys I'd be targeting over the next bunch of weeks if you need a half in your squad. Fergo with 50, again, just been up and down. His base has been around that 30 mark. So when he actually does well, then he's going to get up around that 50. And a 45 average for the season I didn't expect, but well done to him and anyone who owns him currently. Junior Paulo, just doing okay at the moment, averaging 47. Not good enough for your keepers in the mids there, but probably a trade out, but probably a hold too if you want to keep him until round 13 and move him from there. Niokore is doing okay. Carrigan's still losing cash, so he might be a cool option eventually. Niokore, middle and center dual now, so you can be playing him in the centers, which is good. And you can't really complain about what he's doing until like Wang and Blake comes back, for example. Reagan Campbell, let's talk about him for a second. I remember there was a bunch of people talking about picking him up a bunch of weeks ago, and now he's averaging 48, and the same as Paulo there. So trying to get into the hype of those types of players that haven't done it before. Have a few games stretch where they go well, and then not as well there. Jordan Ricky with 37 actually got the starter when Glenn went down injured. So a bit worrying if you're like, oh shit, I just traded him out, and then he gets 80 minutes, but he only scored 37, so you don't want to be too stressed about that. Only 35 meters gained, which is crazy for someone so big and strong like him. All right, the worst one of the round. Turpin. How do you only get 41 minutes? How does Levi get 39? Jeez Louise. So Tevin's still, his PPM be so strong, so high. They did get a try assist there in a tackle break. So well done to him to get 35 in his 41 minutes. But if that's going to be the case going forward, he definitely has to be a sell, unfortunately. And you probably even don't want to be playing him in your side. So real pain in the ass because he plays around 13 and he's been doing really well for us. So I think it's probably time to sell him while he's made you 107k and go from there. Nathan Brown, limited minutes. Apparently also dealing with some heat stroke, 34 points. Yeah, not not good enough, unfortunately. A lot of people targeting Lodge this week and still, getting 45, 50 minutes, but he could have those games where he has a point a minute, but then he's going to have games where he doesn't, like this, and it just stifles his money-making potential. At 400k already, he has to be scoring around that 40 at least to make half decent coin, 15, 20k a week, and that's unfortunately that's just not going to happen on a regular basis. Like last week he got 38 minutes and picked up 52, so he's going to be up and down like that. 6 missed tackles probably a little bit of an anomaly, but it is what it is with Lodgy there. Probably not a great option going forward. And then we've got all the low boys. What do you got? A Sarko that people have with 18. Got a try saver in a goal and still got 18, which is sad when you've got a 40 average for the year. So having him in your team, it's not an issue, but I'd probably try to steer clear of playing him unless he plays against an easier squad. That's about it. David Mead still stinking it up at the bottom there, and a lot of people are like, oh yeah, David Mead, he's great. Yeah, whatever. 23 average. Not making anyone any cash. 60k, it's not that great. And we'll be down again this week. So there you go, guys. That's the 2 games for Friday night. I hope you really enjoyed that. We'll see you in the Saturday review show. See you guys.